Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody had a great day today, as best of a day that they could possibly have. Sometimes it's hard to be happy, especially when you're dealing with, all the outside sources and the people that are suffering. You feel bad feeling happy when you know there are other people suffering. So I want to read something to you it's in the Bible and it was at the back. And it says, "But didn't Jesus say it would be this way? And upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth." Distress, perplexity, and fear. That is our generation. You could recognize it anywhere, but does it have to be our state of mind? And I think that's where it comes into play with tricking our mind to remaining calm. Because if we live with the threat of the end of the world, of course everybody's going to be in a complete uproar. They're not going to know their ass from their head, really. They're not going to know if they're going to wake up safe. They don't know if their jobs are safe. And that's where it's good to get into the mindset of telling yourself that Jesus and God made a promise to us, and that's why God gave us the rainbow. That was the rainbow was God's promise that he would never allow anybody to destroy the earth again. And he keeps that promises. And God is a loving God. God is a good God. And the battles that are going on right now have been going on for generations, and it seems like everybody's paying the price for the past generations. And I'm Irish, Danish, and Scottish, or Danish, Irish, and Scottish. My dad was Irish and Scottish. My mom was Danish. So if you look back on the history of the Europeans, I mean, it's quite obvious what our families were doing way back when. And I don't believe I should be made to pay for the suffering that my family caused. It wasn't me that did it. It wasn't my mother that did it. It wasn't my father that did it. It wasn't my grandparents that did it. But somewhere along the line in our generations, we've raped and pillaged people, and we've had, done horrible things. But we can't be made to pay for our past. We can't. It's impossible. It'll never clear itself out, and people will have hate towards other people of other races if we continue to live the way we're living. This is my thoughts only. And reading the Bible, listening to God, listening to my downloads, seeing signs, hearing messages. And you can get signs in many, many ways. And, just having your little trinkets around, that things that are important to you, that make you feel good, trigger you onto a path of seeing things clearly and realizing that all the past labels that we grew up with and the things that we were told we could do or couldn't do, or what we could shine at and what we couldn't shine at, has kept, in your own personal little prison in your mind. And, I owe so much to all God's children that have helped me, because that's what we're all here for, to help each other and to lift each other up, to be the best version that they can possibly be, how that looks to you or whatever. I struggle personally with speaking and having relationships because of my past, and I'm working on letting go of the past, and it's a process. It's not something that's going to go away overnight. And if it does for you, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you're doing well. I got a download that somebody has just started a new job, and if it's in a new industry that you're not used to. So you're supposed to give yourself the time to learn the process of all the different machines that you're working with, because it's a lot to consume if you want to try and be the best you can be in only giving yourself a couple of days to learn the job. Like, give yourself at least 30 to 60 to 90 days to learn the process of the what the business you're working in. Every business that you work for has a process, and all digital Fawn's crying. She's funny. She wants to talk to. What? What's the matter? Oh, are you having a moment? Are you having a moment? Are you jealous? Are you? Here, you can come sit with me. Okay, lay down. Yeah, so, sorry. No, I'm not sorry about that. My dog is my priority, and anyways, what was I saying? What was I saying, Fawn? So whatever new job you're starting, don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself the time you need to learn the job and what's expected of you. And if you have to, take notes, because there could be a test later. So I'm going to start with the prayer. Dear God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost, thank you for blessing us all with the clarity and discernment to clearly see the signs you send us and to hear the true messages you speak to us. I'm asking you to go into the hearts of man who may not even know you. I'm asking you to help them see their true divinity. The secret lies within every cell of your being. You are the miracles God created. I ask that you release us all from the grips of the devil, to get out of her and to get out of him. Break the chains that bind everyone from being their true selves, and allow their light to shine. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, amen. God is the magic, the original influencer, and only love is real. You must take control of your mind. The minute you start hearing any self-talk of lack or doubt, know that it is not true. Command your mind that only love can heal. Your power of self-governance is the only thing that is real. The sun shines on my face. The warmth of the rains cleanses my soul and warms my heart, and you are your best advocate. So I'll call from the Goddess Oracle and the Archangel deck. Knock 3 times. Knocks out any stuck energy. I've been doing this for a while. I used to do cards for myself. I had never read cards for anybody, and I always felt insecure. And at one point, at a town I was living, you know, I was into natural magic, you know, earth magic, and I never did dark magic, but there's a lot of people that do dark magic. And I had a group of women show up at my house one day with their tarot cards, and you know, they put their cards on the table and they weren't very nicely. I almost felt challenged. You know, well, you should give us a reading. I said no. And you know, got them out of my house directly, and I realized that ever since that time, and that was like over 25 years ago, I finally figured out where all my shit started coming from. And a lot of times we can experience shit, and it may not necessarily always be from us. It could be from outside sources. So if you're easily persuaded, which I'm guilty of, and that is one of the things I'm working on, is my naivety and my gullibility. And you know, I used to just take people for face value and give them everything I could, and I didn't realize that people thought giving gifts or trinkets or whatever was people pleasing, or, you know, trying to be liked. I just have stuff, and I always get stuff, so I always just pass on the stuff. And it's not about money, it's not about trying to make anybody feel bad. It's never my intentions, but I'm learning that other people's intentions or thoughts, you know, play into it. So yeah, I've just been spending time giving away stuff only because I've had it for so long and I haven't done anything with it. And if it makes somebody else happy, I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, we got abundancia. It's for prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. There was a couple tarot cards that came out, and this is the, looks like the Eight of Swords, and my interpretation of the Eight of Swords was that I'm dropping all my doubt, all the things that are preventing me from moving forward. So you could be dropping all the things that have been blocking you all this time, you know, holding yourself back. You have, this is the Ace of Cups. Woohoo! You have everything you need to succeed. You hold everything. Okay? Your ancestors are proud of you. You're creating infinite wealth, and you are calling in infinite abundance. You are prosperous. Yeah. And you could be learning new things. You know, when you're handed the sword of God, it's up to you to learn how to use it so that you can help others see their truth and help them battle the demons that are out there, because there are a lot of people that don't know how. They just were never taught, be that from abuse or neglect or mental head games or bad relationships. But know that God's with you, and He'll always watch over you. This is my interpretation. So you know what to do. You can only do things your way. If you try to do things other people's way, it never works out. And it's Archangel Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. And know that you're always guided. God will always show you the way, the right way, as long as it's not causing harm to you and not causing harm to other people. God's like, it's a go. Or for those of you, Spirit says, yes, it's a go. I call from the Infinite Energies Oracle card deck. We got Mars, and it's card number 44. I want this. I'm going to get it. So stay focused on your path. Keep going the direction you're going, because you're going on the right direction. Mars is associated with boldness and assertiveness, self-confidence, and our desire for power and dominance. Well, you have the right to have power over yourself and your own self-dominance. Nobody has the right to dominate anybody. This card was peeking out. It was courage, Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So whatever you believe in, stand up for them. Then we got magnetism, and it was card number 4. Opposites can attract. Well, obviously. You are who you are is who you attract. So just be yourself and you will bring in the right people into your life. Never doubt that. Be authentic to you, whatever that is. I'll pull 2 cards from the Art of Manifestation Oracle card deck. What does the collective need to know today? Okay, it's the same theme. Release negative habits. We all form habits and patterns in our lives, whether in thought or in action. But like a pair of comfortable old slippers, there comes a time when we outgrow their value to us, and we must let them go. Do something different today that shakes you out of your usual ways of responding, and have fun doing so. Well, one thing I've learned, if you're holding on to things, it does block the influx of new things. So if you start getting rid of the old stuff, and maybe you need to sweep. I know I need to sweep. I got some dust bunnies happening, but maybe it's time to just give your floors a sweep. It stirs up the energy and it brings life back into your house. And if you've been holding on to items that, from it could be even passed over loved ones, if it's constantly triggering you and keeping you sad, maybe you need to pass that item on to somebody else who just loves it, because it will bring new life and breathe new life into you, into your home, into your heart, and it makes the other person feel good. And the second card that came out was forgiveness of ourselves, and it's card number 17. When something goes wrong, even if the circumstances are out of our control or we did the very best that we could possibly do, we can still carry guilt after the event. The gift of guilt is to help us to learn and develop a conscience, not to carry as a ball and chain for the rest of our lives. Listen to the learning and forgive yourself for not being perfect. Release any guilt today. So you may be dealing with childhood wounds, and you may have been holding on to childhood memories or from past friendships and thinking, you weren't good enough, or you weren't liked, or they hated you, or you're just not included. Well, you got to realize that not everybody has the same, what's the word? The same interests. I mean, you could share some same interests, but they could be into things that you're just not into, and you just are not called to do that. You're called in another direction. You could be more artistic and more creative, and they could be more mechanical, and they could be more purpose-driven, and there's nothing wrong with that. Learn that to honor yourself, because if you don't honor yourself, you end up sticking yourself in the corner, and nobody puts baby in the corner. Never stick yourself in a corner, because you belong in the spotlight. You're moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen to the naysayers. It could be your husband, It could be your wife. It could be your kids. It could be your co-workers. Whoever's telling you that you're doing something wrong is only doing it to take you off your path, because there is something that lights you up. And sometimes it's hard for others to see people happy, because they could be going through a they could be on a down cycle, or just don't know how to get out of that down cycle. So keep doing what you're doing, because you're showing people the way, and people love you. You are like a sparkling unicorn, and your little dragon watches over you, and your ancestors are proud of you. Just keep going. Realize that you have angels all around you. This is a little angel pin. It was my mother's. It's beautiful. I got a lot of things that were my mom's, things that were my grandparents', things that I've picked up along the way. An old belly button ring that I used to wear, a little spider. And for some reason, I like spiders. Not too close. You know, I appreciate that they make beautiful webs and stuff, but, you know, just don't come near me, don't touch me. I used to have a paralyzing fear of spiders. I was bit by a spider when I was younger, and the onset of after the effects of getting bit by a spider was definitely not pretty. It was very painful. So I pay attention to what spiders make nests in my house. And I encourage you to do the same too. Like, there are good spiders and there are bad spiders. And certain spiders bite and can really wreak havoc on your life. So pay attention to the sills in your windows, and because they like it. It's moist there, it's dark. Ew, they're just creepy. Where I live, there's a lot of black widows here too, and brown recluses, and that's on the west coast. So I don't know where you're living, and I don't even know why I shared that, but obviously it was meant to come out, and I'm working on not second guessing myself and just letting the cards and everything and the communication come out as it comes out, and just rolling with the punches. Not literally, but I'm getting prouder of myself. I'm proud of you guys. If you're feeling in a funk, maybe it's time to play. Maybe it's time to get that coloring book and those crayons that you've wanted to get. You might need to align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? You are loved. You are wanted. Don't let anybody take you off your throne. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Don't let people steal pieces of you as if they have control, or don't even give them the thought or the idea that they may have screwed you up or thrown a wrench into your gears. Don't let them stop you. Keep going. You know who you are. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm so grateful you're in my life. I'm grateful for the guidance, because God works through us all, and we're here to play and have fun. We should be celebrating, and don't be so serious. Realize that the things that are going on that are out of our control have nothing to do with us. Because if it had it all to do with us, we'd have heaven on earth right now, right today. So there are other forces that are working against all the good that's been put out. And we got unbound. Release the soul patterns, release the contracts, and release the pain from the past lives. You're not responsible for it. even though they want to hang it over our head that it's our responsibility and we have to pay for what they did. Well, why? I didn't do anything to you. You didn't do anything to me. So I think we're good. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care what nationality you are. You're a person to me. And all people matter. Get grounded. You got to get grounded. If you're empathic and you're highly sensitive and you need to go out and connect with nature and go hug a tree. If you're shy, don't, go where nobody can see you and just talk to the tree. At first it may feel awkward, but it will get easier. And the trees love it and the rocks love it. Like when you go to the beach and you start talking to the rocks and to the water, things really change. Talking to the trees, say, hey, talk to the squirrels in squirrel language. They're squirrels. Birds. Everything will change. You will feel it as soon as you step foot onto the beach or near water and into the trees. The forest really welcomes you. And you are a warrior woman. And have you answered your deepest calling? What is your heart and soul calling you to do? You need to do that gig that you're thinking about doing. You need to get a hold of those band members that you want to reach out to. God will put the right people in your line, in your pathway. Never doubt that. But if your gut is telling you that the person's not right, listen to your gut. I'm not saying to put yourself in any kind of danger whatsoever. And never go to any kind of, strange meeting by yourself. Always take somebody with you. Be realistic. And Spirit says yes. Just say yes. You are creating heaven and earth. It's happening. Things are changing rapidly. Your life is going to improve every day, more and more. The more you let go of the past and let God and Spirit work through you, the more success you will bring into your life. And the more people will look up to you and realize, okay, she's changing. She's doing the work. You're doing the work, so you're making it. And just do what you can do. Don't deplete yourself. Don't run yourself ragged. Just be yourself. Relax. I remember when I first started watching this one lady's channel, and I was really, really drawn to her. And then all of a sudden, things changed. So, I had to pull away for my own safety because I really did feel threatened by this woman. So I learned that she's going through a really rough time. So I've been sending prayers to her, and I've noticed that, things are working. You can tell when your prayers are working because things change rapidly. So keep up your prayers because God is working in everybody's lives. I'm going to bring out this, which deck is this one? Oh, I think it's the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. I hope it's the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Or it could be the Oracle of the Shadow of and Light. Oh, that's nice. You have sweet memories. Dried flower fairy. I gotta get some better lighting. Sweet flower fairy. People look at you and think you're a sweetheart. Uh-oh. We got the ghost of the past. The past may return for some time, so sit with it, honor it, heal it, love it, and let it go. If it doesn't bring you happiness and joy, if it makes you feel sad all the time, let it go. It's okay to go your own way, right? You may have 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3, only of love and light, and love. Oh, here we go. We got transitions in the spirit realm. Angel de lo Muertes. I cannot say that. I think it's Spanish? I don't know. It's beautiful. Things are really moving quickly. Things are changing quickly. You will notice it. Once you start to pay attention, I'm going to put you down now, Paula. You go sit in your chair. Once you start to pay attention, you will really see the signs changing. Spirit says the signs are with you already, the snow angel. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just lit up. The 3 fates. So, okay, so what you put out, you will get back. So, keep it good. Keep it with love. Keep it with good intentions. Come on, light up my life here. Smile. You're on candid camera. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to pull that. There you go. Be your true self. Be your true self. I don't think I'm going to be using these cards anymore. Okay. You're growing up. Wanting to grow and experience, and the rejection of perpetual youth. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons, yeah. If we, we're always told, grow up, stop using your imagination, everything's so serious. Nothing has to be serious. These people look serious, too serious. This one here just looks like a bee, a grumpy red fairy. I don't think I'd even talk to this person. No. Wake up at your moment. Oh, that's funny. This little girl needs a bath. So you may need to have a spiritual cleanse. You may need to burn some sage or some Palo Santo, clean your space, follow the right white rabbit. It says curiosity meets opportunity. So if you're dealing with any kind of stuck energy or low vibe stuff, it could be time to clean up your space. Oh my God. 9 of Pentacles, I think. Is that it? I think so. You have everything you need to succeed. Have a great day, everybody. Sweet dreams.